Traders are still taking into account a confident recovery of the global economy after the virus-induced crisis. The US reported on a rise in consumer activity, the key driver of the US economy. China also unveiled positive reports showing higher paces of the economic growth. In our video review on InstaForex TV channel, we will find out what macroeconomic data is slated for release at the beginning of the week. On Tuesday, market participants will become really active, especially those who trade the Australian dollar. During the Asian trading session, the Reserve Bank of Australia will disclose its monetary policy meeting minutes. The document is likely to read that the regulator will not change its monetary policy and will keep the key interest rate at the current level until 2024. This will surely have a negative influence on the Australian dollar. Even if the currency falls, it's likely to be a short-lived phenomenon. During the European session, traders will focus on the UK economic situation. The UK will publish its claimant count data. The number of unemployed people is expected to increase. In fact, very often the UK labour market figures arouse a lot of questions among experts. For example, the previous report unveiled a drop in the unemployment rate to 5%, despite the fact that the number of unemployed people is still rising. According to the forecast on Tuesday, the indicator will show a negative dynamic. This may lead to a decline in the pound-dollar pair. On Wednesday, market participants will take a close look at the macroeconomic data from the UK. After the news about a sharp increase in the US inflation, investors will focus on the UK consumer prices. Like in the Eurozone, the UK inflation is likely to show moderate growth, remaining below the targeted level of 2% per annum. The fact that British inflation is under control will have a positive influence on the pound sterling. The pound dollar is expected to gain in value. Canada will also report on its inflation rate. Like in the United States, Canada's consumer prices may accelerate to 2.3% per annum in March. In February, economists recorded the highest inflation level during the last year. Such a jump may cause deeper concerns over the inflationary spiral. This may force the Bank of Canada to take radical measures, including higher interest rates. However, the country's economy is not ready for such changes. Later on Wednesday, the Bank of Canada will announce its meeting results. The regulator will hardly raise the key interest rate. However, monetary authorities will disclose the forecast of the future economic condition. Thus, in March, despite positive short-term predictions, the economic slump remained really deep. Moreover, there are uncertainties over the ways of economic growth. Sellers of the Canadian dollar may return to the market amid such announcements. You were watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Tikhina. We wish you profitable deals with InstaForex.